Canada's economy is hitting the rocks. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist for the Toronto Sun. No matter how you slice it, things are not going well for the Canadian economy. Maybe you saw the jobs report that came out Friday morning. Bad numbers there. Maybe you heard the comments from Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem on Thursday. Again, bad news there. Or the report from Fitch Ratings saying that the out-of-control spending by the federal government, including the extra promises by the Carney Liberals during the election campaign, is going to continue to put pressure on Canada's credit ratings. All of this to say things are not going well for the Canadian economy. Now, part of this can be blamed on the Trump tariffs, but that's not the whole story. It is part of it, and Bank Governor Tiff Macklem was warning about that in his report, saying, medium term, this could have long-lasting effects.
A prolonged global trade war would have severe economic consequences. It would reduce growth and increase unemployment. This could, in turn, have important ramifications for the financial system. With debt still at high levels, some households and businesses may be unable to keep up with payments. If loan losses occur on a large enough scale, banks could cut back on lending in response. This would exacerbate the economic downturn and put more pressure on businesses and households.
But that's only part of the story. We have to acknowledge that the Canadian economy has been weakening for some time. The jobs report that came out Friday showed an unemployment rate of 6.9%. That's up from 6.7% last month. Compare that to a year ago, though, we were at 6.1%. April of 2023, we were at 5%. We've been facing a weakening economy for some time. In this latest jobs report, we lost 31,000 manufacturing jobs. The only reason it was not worse is that, well, there were 37,000 public administration jobs, many of them part-time, temporary jobs due to the election, meaning we'd have a much worse jobs report if it wasn't for government hiring. That is not a sign of a healthy economy. That's a sign of an economy in decline. We need to turn things around. Mark Carney says he's good in a crisis. He says he knows the economy. We better hope so, because things are headed in the wrong direction, and they have been for a while, as I mentioned. Part of the reason that Justin Trudeau and his Liberal Party were so unpopular is because of the deteriorating economy. And you know what? We were headed in a different direction until the Liberals suddenly decided, let's change the guy at the top. We're stuck with the same policies, it seems. We're stuck with the same people around Carney. We just have someone new at the top. Is that going to be enough to change the economy, to turn things around? Seems doubtful at this point, but all the things are headed in the wrong direction. We need to see real action from this government. And all we're getting so far is the promise of a continuation of policies that will strangle the Canadian economy and increase spending, which will, as mentioned, downgrade our credit ratings. Things are not looking up right now. We need a change. We should have had a change on April 28th. Voters decided otherwise. Let's hope that the people in charge see the error of their ways and change their policies. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Share this on social media. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.